Alright. X-Men from D23, we got some castings.
Shall I? Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey.
Correct.
Kit Connor is Cyclops. Christopher Abbott is Professor X. Maya Boyd is Storm. Indy Navarrete is Rogue.
How do you do Rogue? Take off a glove and touch somebody?
Do like a little headband. Give me some ass.
Sugar.
Show me your ass.
Sugar.
There you go. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost.
How do we do that too now?
There you go.
Ooh, I'm chilly.
Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister.
Ooh, I got a thing.
Great work. Thank you for, we don't do visuals on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think you really came to the picture.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
We can start doing visuals soon. I'm going to work on that.
Oh.
Because some people really wanted bracket visuals last time, so we'll see if we can add it.
I talked about it on Patreon Movie Night Discord, on our Discord for Patreon Movie Night. I was like, kind of expected y'all to know all the Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like, we added pictures for the Todd McFarlane bracket because we thought y'all would meet him.
Yeah.
Spider-Man suits, come on.
This Spider-Man.
We all know Joe Maguire. So,
So how are we feeling about the X-Men castings?
Let's go down the line.
Sure. Overall, real quick, overall, if you have to get the castings out of 10, or like a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm feeling
letter grade. Give it a letter grade.
I'm feeling a B plus to an A minus.
Yeah, I think an A.
There are some questions I have, and we'll get into it, but I'm overall very high on this X-Men casting for some general stuff.
Can you imagine that there are people on the internet and on comment sections who are complaining?
And I actually do think that some of the complaints are fair.
Like what?
I think that there's real complaining about Indy Navarrete, and I understand wanting Rogue to be a Southern Belle, and I think they're going goth Rogue.
Well, you lost me there. But you don't. I think she could do either. We haven't seen her.
We haven't, and all we've seen from Indy Navarrete is that she is one of the best young actors working.
Yeah.
So I
don't think that's a fair complaint.
I think that some of the complaints about her have been unfair. I
like
think
what?
Did you see that the actress for Rogue at X-Men 97 made an entire video congratulating Indy Navarrete? Indy Navarrete commented on it, and all of the responses are like, "You fucking suck." That is crazy.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's stupid.
But to be expected.
Sure.
They couldn't have given it to anybody.
I think that there are fair complaints about Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. Okay,
we'll get to that one.
Yeah.
Anything else about Indy?
Continue. I mean, what do you...
Any other complaints?
I think that's fair if you were really, really hoping for Southern Belle Rogue. I just don't think that that's what they're doing if we're
But they still could. We don't know.
You're correct, but I do find it unlikely. Which is fine because Rogue is such a layered character. Yeah. If you want to make her depressed and goth, I think that could really work.
And that's like her younger version, and she could grow out of that. Like we just don't know what they're doing.
We don't know.
And I think Indy is talented enough to do either.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I think that some complaints can be fair. I think that there are some complaints about Kit Connor that I think are fair. I think there are some complaints about Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, specifically stemming from Brand New Day, that is fair.
I don't know. So the only complaint about Indy is that we think she's going to do goth Rogue, and we don't like that?
Well, I understand people seeing her and thinking, okay, if you do Southern Belle, I don't like Indy Navarrete for that. And if you do goth, I wanted you to do Southern Belle. I understand that. Like a lot of the criticism for Indy Navarrete is stemming from people that really wanted it to be Kaylee Spaney.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, those are two distinctly different actresses that are going to give two distinctly different performances of Rogue. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, how are you feeling about her right now?
I think she's great. I like I said, I think the last half or last third of Brand New Day, she was probably the highlight. I think her acting during the only hands that will wield this power of my own, that scene, her realization about VMAX, I think all of it was great. I do think, I bow to a lot of people who like X-Men more than me. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. I have a couple of friends who are the biggest X-Men fans that I know, and they're really into it. I think Nikhil is one of the most knowledgeable people on X-Men in the world. And both my friend Nikhil and Amara, who are unbelievably big fans of X-Men in every form, are overall very happy with all the castings. So that's why I think they're positive. And I think Nikhil said that, like, he's interested to see where they go with Jean, and he likes Sadie, but, the introduction of her was just like, He said it was like, it just wasn't really Jean, like as an origin or like as an intro, like that wasn't Jean. Now they could still do anything they want with her after this. I'm still of the opinion that I think she was introduced a little bit too evil. I don't think I've ever said that she's irredeemable. I'm just saying I don't think it happened in that movie. And, Loki killed thousands. Yes, I agree Loki killed thousands. But Loki's redemption happened over Thor 1, Thor 2, Avengers, Thor Ragnarok, and then 2 seasons of Loki. And then he was maybe redeemed. People are acting...
Maybe, by the way.
And we can still love him as a character, but, like, they didn't try to have him kill thousands of people in New York and then act like he's redeemed the next movie. Or at the end of the movie just because he helped someone to the hospital. We also didn't have Loki being super evil in one movie and then in less than 2 years have an X-Men movie or a Loki movie where he's supposed to be the main character or one of the main characters and he's probably supposed to be good or on the good side. That didn't happen with one movie jump. There's a little bit of a difference there, in my opinion. So not that saying she's irredeemable, but as Sadie Sink herself, I think she's got some acting chops and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Kid Cutter or Cyclops? Have you ever even seen?
I got no idea for the rest of these, basically.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Other than Indian Adam. But yeah, no, I don't know. I looked up what he's in. I've looked at him. I've looked at some fan edits or whatever, and
he's got this, which he needs to have.
Yeah, I need some jaws.
And I trust Marvel. I certainly trust Sarah Finn. I probably trust Sarah Finn more than anybody else at Marvel. So
yeah.
So definitely there. Christopher Abbott as Professor X.
This one seems a little...
Is a question mark for me because he is so young.
Yeah, he is.
He is so much younger than I thought you would do that.
I think they're all really young, but I think that's smart.
Yeah, this cast is going to be playing these characters for 15 years.
The X-Men casting, like, 2 things I think they are really smart to do is, number 1, keep them all young because they're going to be here for so long, and 2, most of them are unknowns compared to Adam Driver or someone like that. Indy's really known now, but most people aren't super familiar with this cast, and I think Marvel does a really good job of picking people like that and then putting them in roles that they will be good for.
I've not seen all of Christopher Abbott's work. I have seen Poor Things. I've seen a couple other things that he's in, but I don't think I've ever seen him play a Professor X type. But seeing a Professor X that's only 40 is so interesting to me because the young Professor X that's like supposed to be in his 20s was played by James McAvoy when like James McAvoy was like 40. Right. So it's so interesting that we're doing a bunch of kids that are in their 20s that are probably going to be playing teenagers to 20-ish-year-old kids, college-age kids, and then somebody that's not double their age. I think it's really interesting.
Well, again, I think it might be them being smart and casting someone that is older than them, and can play someone older or younger. But
he can still do it for 15 years.
But he still has time to do it.
Sure. Do you have any question marks about Magneto? The fact that they're not doing Magneto seemingly in this movie?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly seen Magneto enough.
Yeah, we've seen him in X-Men 97. We saw him so much in all the X-Men movies. I think it's great that Adam Driver is Sinister as opposed to Magneto. I think that's a fine casting. That was also another weird part of the D23 thing where he's like, I'm Magneto. No, I'm not.
Nope. Yeah,
it was kind of funny, but like, you got to realize, like, the audience is going to hear that and then just start screaming. So then I couldn't even hear what he said. I had to turn into Keel. I was like, what did he say? I like that they're not doing Magneto right now. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
I'm interested to see a Professor X character without a Magneto. Because so much of the material that we've gotten from the movies or X-Men 97, Professor X's character is almost like so secondary to Magneto, especially in X-Men 97 season 2 and all that. It's so interesting. Like, literally, most media portrays you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
So I'm interested, does Magneto still play a role in this movie, even if he's not the main villain? Maybe Charles will talk about his friend Eric. We'll see.
Yeah. I want to see Charles and all the X-Men shine by themselves. And I think Magneto has done some heavy lifting, but I want to see the X-Men themselves do the heavy lifting.
Maya Boyd as Storm. To me, this is the best of the bunch. This is a 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Casting a theater actress
for Storm.
Thank you. Holy shit. I know I made the suggestion, and I know I've been hearing rumors about the girl from Sears, whose name I'm now forgetting, who is wonderful, and I'm sure she would have been wonderful. But I love that a lot of these actors for the X-Men were talking about him, and we're like, yeah, Kid Connor, we haven't really seen much from him. Christopher Abbott, yeah, I've seen Poor Things, but not too much. Maya Boyd, yeah, I didn't see Anne Juliet. Did you see Anne Juliet on Broadway? Like, exactly, like the fact that all of these are unknowns, they're very young, all these kids are in their 20s, they're going to be playing. We're going to be talking about Maya Boyd as Storm for the next 10 years of the podcast. I think that's great. Getting an actress with Shakespearean dialogue under her belt. Storm is a
goddess.
Like, is a character that should be played that way.
Deity.
I you know me, I'm always going to bring it back to Star Wars. Ian McDermott, Emperor Palpatine, is a theater actor. Those are the performances that you get for characters like that. You see him in the prequels. He's the best part of the prequels the entire time. The galaxy shall know peace. That's so theater, the way they enunciate, because they're playing for the back of the house.
Yeah.
Storm is that character, the sun, the winds, I call to you, the lightning. But that's what you needed. You know, I'm not the person to talk about this, but they did cast a dark-skinned actress. That was something that was really important. There was a lot of controversy for Aaron Pierre's casting in Lanterns, you know, so I'm really happy that that's something they decided as well, because obviously that's important to a lot of people. I think that this is great. There are rumors that we're going to see her in Black Panther 3. Her being such similar age with David Johnson, I think 100% that's a route that they're going. I think that's fabulous. I can't wait to see her. She's my favorite casting of this. I've been watching her Instagram all morning. She's got a hell of a voice. She's clearly a hell of a talent. She's a hell of a dancer. So, I mean, I think that this is 10 out of 10. I did reach out to two of my friends. I've actually got a couple friends that live in New York that know her personally and everything. And I did reach out to a couple of my friends that do know her. And I was like, how 10 out of 10 is this? Because I think this is knocking out of the park. And the messages I got, not only about what a talent she is, that everybody knew the talent that she is, but also how great of a person they told me that she is. I'm 10 out of 10 for this.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said. I think this is great. I love the theater actor part of it. I mentioned Nikhil and Amara before. Amara was over the moon about this. She had fan cast her before this happened, and then it happened. So she was just freaking the F out. So that one's great.
Indy Never Ready?
Yeah, I think she's great.
I'm just excited to see her in the MCU.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine her life right now. So insane. Good for her. I'm just happy for her. I wish her all the best. I think she's shown she's an unbelievable talent, and I want to wait and see. I don't think I have any reason. I don't think anyone really has any good reason to be upset about anything yet with any of these people, really. But as we know, everyone has complained about everyone. People complained about Michael Keaton as Batman. People complained about Robert Downey Jr. They're saying Indy's too tall or whatever the frick, or too short. I don't know what it is. Hugh Jackman is 6 foot whatever. He played literally one of the shortest characters in Marvel, and he's everyone's favorite thing in the world.
Robert Downey complained about Fletcher as Joker.
Yeah. So I apologies if I'm not taking your negativity seriously.
Colin Farrell Penguin, it's honestly kind of a badge of honor.
Yeah.
If people complain about your casting.
Yep.
That's why I think the Doomsday's going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
No. Last two, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. This is another 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, you know, I like her a lot in Ready or Not. You liked her in Ready or Not too. Mm-hmm. She's real hot.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
You kind of got to be hot to be Emma Frost. You kind of got to be super hot to be Emma Frost.
Emma Hot is attractive.
Emma Hot is attractive as shit. You just said Emma Hot.
Emma Hot is attractive.
There you go. Emma Frost. Yes. And I like how into it she seemingly is. Yeah. When it got announced, she posted on Instagram with the caption "mutant," and it's her reading all these comic books. And Emma Frost, and so she seems excited by this. Good for her. She just had a baby. She cannot buy the baby a house. You know? Yeah. She'll be making some good money from this. And then the last one, Adam Driver's Mr. Sinister. I don't love it.
Why not? That's actually really good.
Maybe. And I like Adam Driver a lot and everything like that. But I don't know. This is my fault, and this is why we really try and not do fan casts on this podcast, because you fall into this trap a lot. But I really started to get married to Wagner Moura, who has seemingly been campaigning for that role. Wagner Moura is the Death from Puss in Boots, along with he was nominated for an Oscar last year. He's just such a hell of an actor, and I was just like, wow, an actor with such an accent like that playing Mr. Sinister could be so scary. And I'm not saying that Adam Driver won't have an accent, but he also probably won't. And Adam Driver is one of my favorite actors. I love him in the Star Wars sequels. He's the best part of those movies. I love him in a lot of stuff. His performance in Marriage Story was by far my favorite performance of that year, way over Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. But I don't know. I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing the edits, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like, maybe he's going to be playing a distinctly different Mr. Sinister than I was imagining, but we'll have to see. But I mean, even in a dog shit movie, Christian Bale was tremendous as Gore. So, usually when you get a great actor to play a one-off villain in an MCU movie, usually they're going to be pretty fucking good.
And it's also like, just box office wise and money wise and universe wise, casting a bunch of these quote unquote unknowns or
this is a good point.
Not A-list actors. Like you're kind of locking down the fort with like having one. Like this is Kylo Ren from Star Wars. Like
this is a 10 out of 10 point.
I said one of my favorite things earlier was that they're young and that they're mostly unknowns for most people. And then like Indy's a little bit known now from this year, but the only one big real like A-list, maybe celebrity, B-list, whatever, is Adam Driver, and I think that's a good balance.
No, that's a fabulous point. That's a fabulous point. But then here's my other problem with it. Mr. Sinister, to me, does feel like a movie 2, movie 3 villain. And if you wanted to not do Magneto in movie 1, what's wrong with Juggernaut? What's wrong with... There are other X-Men villains that I feel like we could have done, because Mr. Sinister is this character that's been around forever, that's been killing mutants for forever.
Yeah, but I would agree with you more if it was like Apocalypse or something like that.
Sure.
Sinister, I think, is a good middle of the road.
All right.
But again, I don't know.
We will